Wow, I'm so happy to be here. I've been visualizing this for so long.
Unfortunately, your time is up.
I'm getting to be such a good co-creator, manifesting incredible things in my life, and it feels so good to be in the vortex. And then I get blindsided by something that just scares the crap out of me.
Blindsided by an opportunity to put more in the vortex. Is that really the right word?
Right.
I get blindsided by the opportunity for expansion. Only feels like blindsiding until you get tuned back in.
Yeah.
In other words, can a solution ever blindside you? Can expansion ever really blindside you? Temporarily.
Here's my fear. Death. Death is such a big thing to me. And
it's really something to worry about because it's the coming.
It is, I know. Is there a better way of thinking about it that puts my vibration more into alignment?
Well, we could help you by telling you that we're as dead as it gets.
Wow. Really?
In other words, there is no ending to that which is you. And the more you are consciously aligning with who you are, the more that discomfort will leave you. Because Esther has said on many occasions, after having the fun of us blowing and flowing through her for hours on end like this, that when we are flowing through her, she feels the bigness and the fullness of all that she is. And she understands that when she makes her transition into non-physical, that she's going to feel like this. That it's consciousness still happening, you see. Jerry had an experience where he was in the back of a pickup truck with some children. Their father was driving the truck, and he was tutoring them in Spanish as they were driving down this mountain pass. And father announced that the brakes weren't working on the truck, but no problem. They hadn't been working for quite a long while, and he could manage the truck by gearing down. And since it was his own children in the back of the truck, Jerry figured that he pretty much knew what he was doing. And so they're moving down the canyon, and Jerry can hear this man attempting to make the shift, and he can tell he's not making it. The RPMs are too high, and he's not able to get it into the lower gear. And Jerry says to the kids, "All right, kids, this is it. Hang on." And the man was smart enough to run the truck into the side of the hill rather than over the cliff. And the truck went up, tipped over, and came down on top of them. And Jerry remembers the feel of the pavement on his knees. There was a canvas top on the truck. And he remembers feeling that, and then the truck landed on all of them, and Jerry lost consciousness. So he began to explain to people through the years, I'm not afraid of death because I now know what it is. You're just moving along fully conscious, and then all of a sudden nothing. And when he said that to us, we said, that's nothing like death. The death experience is going into full consciousness, not unconsciousness. What you had was an unconscious moment. Death is nothing like that. Death is coming into the fullness of all that you are. It's a party worth looking forward to.
Is that the same for our pets?
Same for everyone. There is no ending to anyone, you see. So what you're talking about is, you're talking about the feeling of loss of someone, you see. But you have the option of focusing in a way that hurts you or focusing in a way that makes you feel better. And what we want to say to you is, when your desire to feel better is the strongest urge you have, you will find a way. And you know, the beasts that come, they're so interesting because they move in and out of experience so easily. They don't have to live so long before they can walk and so long before they can talk. In other words, they're in and having full-blown experiences early on. And so they're in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out, back into robust, frisky bodies, finding new vantage points, having all kinds of opportunity, you see. They don't dread death at all. And that is the gift that they have for you. Above all other is the ease with which they move in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yes.
Now we know that this is something that we know. We've been talking about this all day. We're in the vortex where everything that dead is. In other words, what you think is dead, we know is only life. And we're in this place of non-resistance where we can feel the fullness of all that you've become, you see. It is really a wonderful thing. And as you stand outside the vortex, choosing to focus in some way that deprives you of that connection, and then you have the nerve to assign that the label of death. That's why we don't use the word. We call it croaking. We think we should be as disrespectful as we can be of something that is non-existent. You see. Also, you can, if you want to, as you fixate on the energy of this pet that you have known and loved, that pet will manifest again in your experience, and you will recognize the energy of it. In other words, that's one of the easiest things in the world for you to accomplish. But you cannot find what you're looking for in that place of discomfort. You have to go back to the joyful memory of it, or to a joyful expectation of it.
Thank you so much.
All the way back on the aisle. Yes, you are the one. Come on down.